Hey guys, hope everyone is well. JT here. It's been a few days. I had a rough week and a half. I only went to the gym like once this entire last week, I think, and usually I go 5-6 days. So it was definitely a rough one. If you guys don't know my backstory, I've been struggling with a health condition with my throat for 2 years now, and I keep getting throat strictures. So essentially, my throat keeps closing up right here in the middle. And originally I thought it was acid reflux or GERD, and they put me on proton pump inhibitors, which reduce the acid in your stomach. Essentially, it made me super sick, and it's just been on and off where I've been choking for 2 years. It's absolutely killing my social life, and some days I only get 50 to 75 grams of protein. Back when I was a bodybuilder, I used to get 250 grams of protein on average a day. When I'm maintaining, I'm usually doing 200 grams or 225 of protein. So to not even eat 100 grams of protein is tough when I have this condition. I get flare-ups where I'll have a couple weeks where it'll just be awful, and I'm not even kidding when I say I can like only eat ice cream. Like that's it. It's the only thing that's like soothing for my throat and like able to swallow. Because once my throat swallowing muscle gets sore, it's like it doesn't want to work. It like doesn't want to swallow, so things will get caught in my throat. Absolute pain in the butt. But so yeah, this past week was kind of rough, but I think we're going on like week 2 now of the book, almost week 2 of the book being published on KDP, my journal. And I've been paying about $5 or $6 a day on ads, and we're just testing it for 10 days. And actually, funny enough, yesterday we got ranked on the first page for our main keyword. And so I'm super stoked about that. Not really getting any sales, like one sale every like 3 days, but it's awesome to see that it's ranked on that first page. That's good. My team, my guy that's doing all my advertising and everything for me, he's the one that did the SEO, the search engine optimization with the keywords and everything. So it's definitely working. And after, I think 2 or 3 more days, once we see what's going on with the ads, once we do like 10 days of split testing, we're going to start boosting up the ads. And I'll probably go to maybe $20, $25 a day, which what that equates to, I cannot do math right now, $600 a month, or I think somewhere around there, 600, 700, 800, 900, somewhere around there. Don't really want to go over 1,000, but I'm just going to test it out to see how it's doing. If I pay 1,000, but I get 1,000 back in sales and break even, that's completely fine because it's making the algorithm on Amazon rank me higher. So even if you break even, even if you spend $1,000 for 3 months in a row, at least you're getting the reviews and you're getting the sales. So Amazon is gonna reward you and they're gonna put you up higher. So that's how I look at it. You gotta put in money to make money, essentially. So yeah, it's going really well with that. I've been working on a second book, but it's way more difficult. It's probably going to take me maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month to write. But it's really, I want it to be really good. And I actually got my first bad review on the book the other day, and I wanted to share this with you guys because I was thinking about it, and I always say this quote, how Arnold Schwarzenegger tried to bench 500 pounds 10 times, and he couldn't do it. He kept failing, he kept trying, he kept failing. And if he had just stopped, he would have never benched 500 pounds ever until he did it the 11th time, and he finally benched 500 pounds. So what this is, you have to fail in order to succeed. And when I got that bad comment the other day, it was someone that said it was, they didn't word it terribly. Like they were obviously a very literature-based person, like very good with grammar and editing and like word usage. And they said that I could have used editing and I was just too straight to the point and they wanted more in detail and it was written carelessly or something. It was like a 3-star review and all the rest were 5 stars. So that to me, I was like, okay, that's good to know. And I like the feedback because you got to understand, like, there's no products on Amazon that are just like straight 5 stars. If they were, you'd be like, what the hell? Like, say there was like 10,000 reviews and not one person gave it a 4 or a 3. It was just all 5. You'd be like, that seems kind of sketchy. How could that ever be? Every single product you buy, people are not going to like it. Every single book you publish, people are not going to like it. And the trick with this in your mind is to know that the more haters you have, the more successful you are. So the more bad comments you get, like, no, I'm not saying if you just put out some crap thing and it's every single person gives you a 1 star, like, then yeah, that's like something crappy you put out. But if you like put in time and you're getting 5 4-star reviews and then you get some 1s and 2s and 3s, that's good. That's good, because when you have haters, that means you are doing something right. Not everyone is going to like everyone in this world or every single thing. You know, like I love Bradley Martin. He's a bodybuilder influencer. He's got, I don't know, 3 million followers or something. There is a ton of people that hate him. But he's obviously made it. He's successful. And just because I like him doesn't mean the next person's going to like them. So you got to think about that whenever you make a product or you put out a book or you're starting a new business. I have another business, a supplement business, and a lot of people love it, but then some people freaking hate it. That's okay. That's all right. You know, you're not going to be able to please everyone. As long as you are pleasing yourself first and foremost, that's all that matters. That's all that matters in this world. You put yourself first, and then everything else will follow. And you can't get hung up on the failures and the naysayers and the people that are trying to put you down, because they want you to come down to their level. They don't want to see you succeed. You know, that's how I always look at it. When you're doing something right, that's when you get the most hate. And if you're getting a ton of hate, then that means you have to keep pushing it further and further and further. And that's the whole point of not giving up, right? In life, if you have a dream and you chase it, and then people like Eminem, you know, they're, oh, you're not going to make it, you're not good enough, blah, blah, blah. And then he did it because he was like, I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he just kept going. And that's how you do it. When you get to those cruxes, a crux is like in a rock climbing problem when you're like 70% up the way of like to the top of the wall, and the crux is like the hardest part, like the part where it's make it or break it. And you come to that crux and you're like, you can either go for it and fail, or you can go for it and succeed, or you can just back down. So when you come to the crux in any part of life, you have to push and go through it, because on the other side of that push is going to be greatness. You know, I remember Will Smith said when he was jumping out of a plane going skydiving, he was petrified for the day and a half before, couldn't sleep, anxiety. And then once he was in the plane, wanted to throw up, scared, anxious. And then as soon as he got pushed over the edge and was floating, flying down, he said it was pure bliss. And oftentimes we create this imagination in our mind of like how bad things can really be when they're really not bad at all. We create all the fears in the world. There's no such thing as fear. We create it all. So even with failures and successes, if you can, in your mind, like my whole channel is called Authentically Yourself. It's all about manifesting and becoming the best version of yourself. If you can see yourself doing it, then it's going to happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you want to be an actor in life, you want to go to Hollywood, you can do it. If you want to be an actor and you're thinking about all the people that fail and like, oh, I probably won't make it, but I'm going to give it my best shot, or this guy didn't make it, this guy, and you're living in that negative mindset, then yeah, you probably won't make it. But if you believe you can and you put everything into it and you focus all your energy, like attracts like, then you're going to make it. It's the same thing with publishing a book or putting a product on Amazon. If you believe it's going to get sales, it will. And like, I know I don't want to like juju, like manifestation talk, but you have to put in the effort. It's not just like you're just going to think it into existence, you know, but where energy flows, what is it? Where energy flows, growth goes, I think it is. But where you put all your energy and focus goes where energy flows. That's what it is. Focus goes where energy flows. If you put all your focus into that thing, you're going to make it successful. And I thought about this when I see all these people publishing 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 books or putting out all these products. I'm like, I'm just going to put out one great product and I'm going to put everything into it and make it great. And I understand like you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? They tell you that since you're a kid. But I believe that if you put your time and effort into it and give it your best possible effort and you put everything forth into that you can make it grow. And eventually, yes, I will make more books. I will do products and other supplements and stuff like that. But in the beginning, I think it's important to focus and just cultivate a growth for that one thing, because just like when you wake up you know, we only have an allotted amount of energy throughout the day. You know, if you look at it as you wake up and you have one Energizer battery, that's all your energy for the day. And okay, you got to cook your food, and it goes down a little bit. And you go to the gym, and it goes down even more. And now we're going to focus on this business. Okay, it goes down even more. And we got to go walk the dog. And you see what I'm saying? All the things you got in the day are just taking away your energy. If you're trying to make a supplement business and you want to put out a book and this, and this, your energy, which is all over the place, your focus is all over the place, you're not going to be able to get any of those things to grow because you're not going to be putting everything you have into that one thing. You know, that's why a bodybuilder looks the way he does, because that's all they do. They're putting everything into that. Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't the Mr. Olympia when he was an actor and a governor, was he? No. All he did was work out, eat, train. That was it for years, decades. And then he achieved it. Then he switched on to the next thing. Acting, and then he achieved that, then he switched on to the next thing. You're not going to do 3, 5, 10 major things all at once. You need to focus on one, become the best you can be at that one thing, achieve it, and then start branching off. I see all these people that are like, I'm just going to put out 20 coloring books. It's going to take me an hour and a half to make this coloring book. And you know, to me, it's like, that's the blue pill, red pill of this world. Like, everyone wants it now. Everyone's impatient. Well, if I put out like 20 coloring books in the next 3 weeks, you know, that's, you know, so much more money and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, to me, I would rather put out one great thing and just focus on that and learn as much as I can to make that thing grow. You know, because when you're putting out crappy things in the world just strictly for money, the universe knows that, or God, or whatever. You like, if you're strict in your mind is, I need to make money, like that's what it is, it's going to be 10 times harder to make money. But if you're going into it with the mindset, I'm doing this because I love doing this and I'm putting something out into the world that I think will help better the world, then that money is going to come to you, right? But if it's the opposite, if it's for money and not the opposite, it's going to be 10 times more unlikely not to happen. You know, it's like when you're in a relationship and you are always looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, what happens? You can never get it, right? Because you're searching so hard for it. But then when you're like, fuck it, I don't care. Like, I'm just done. I'm focusing on me. Then what happens? Then they're all like, they all flock to you. It's the same thing with everything in life. Stop wanting all these things, because the root of all suffering is desire, as Buddha would say. All pain, all suffering is the root of desire, or wanting more. So when you're saying, I want this relationship, I want this money, I want this success, I want it, you are saying to the universe, I do not have it, because you want it. You're trying to get it. I want it. You don't have it. That's what you're signaling the universe. I don't have it. So what you have to do is say, I have everything. I have everything I need right now. I'm good. I don't need anything else. I'm just going to keep doing this because I love doing it. And then that's when more will flow to you. Again, like attracts like. This video is all over the place. We hit a bunch of different topics, but I hope that resonates with some people out there and inspires you to keep pushing forward and not get down on yourself, and understand that everyone in this world is going through different issues. Like I told you with my throat, I have severe PTSD and trauma, like severe. Like I've choked in a restaurant 10 times. It sucks. So I'm like, whenever I hang out with friends or stuff, I will not go out to eat. Like I can't even eat anything. Like even soup, I'm like petrified that I'm gonna choke and die. So my point of that is, think about how good your life is and the things that you do have. Because I would trade all my money to heal my throat and to just go out and have a steak. I haven't had a steak in almost a year and a half. So just focus on what you need to do and what you need to grow in order to become the best version of yourself, and everything will come to you. You don't have to chase all these things so hard. Don't chase being a millionaire. Don't chase being successful. Just know that you already are it. You already have everything inside you. And just focus on what you need to do, and it'll happen. Like attracts like. You will make it happen. It's the law of the universe. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Until next time, I don't know what we're going to talk about next time. Probably talk about more about the KDP when I start actually boosting up the ads. Again, like I said, I'm going to talk about everything on this channel, fitness, diet, everything, but If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Comment, let me know if you like this kind of stuff, what you want to see. If you don't like the manifestation, affirmation stuff, you want me to stick strictly to business, just let me know. But again, I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and I want to put out good content that I think is going to help people. So until next time, guys, enjoy the day, stay safe, go get a workout in, stay healthy, and love your life. Later, guys.